Sunshine, blue skies. Gotta cry. Minutes supposed to cross by. Feel the pain, oh yeah. Listen, I love you. Night sounds strange. I wish you would rain. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just jumped on this morning to let you guys know that my dad passed on Monday, and I really just can't believe he's gone. This has been the hardest thing for me to accept. Me and my dad was very close. We were very, very close. When I got the call at 6 o'clock in the morning, I knew it was something wrong because my stepmom never calls me that early. And the night before he passed, he wanted to see me. So I went to his house, spent some time with him. He was asleep when I got there. I rubbed him on his leg and he woke up and he looked at me. He smiled and he went back to sleep. As I was yelling at my grandchildren, he heard my voice again. And he woke up and he said, "Oh, you're here." And I said, "Yes, I'm here." After he said that, he looked up at me. He smiled and he went back to sleep. And I was asking my stepmother, how long has he been like this? And she said, all day. She said he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't drink anything. He wouldn't take his medicine. He wouldn't take his breathing treatments. And she said he looked up at her and told her he was tired. He was tired. And I knew my dad was tired. I knew he was tired because I could see it in his eyes when I went to the rehab to see him. And I can tell in his eyes that he was tired and he was giving up. But being the person that I am, I didn't want to accept the fact that he was giving up. I didn't want to accept the fact that my dad didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't want to accept the fact that my dad was leaving me. I didn't want to accept the fact that I wouldn't be able to call him. I didn't want to accept the fact that he won't be calling me anymore. I didn't want to accept the fact that I won't be able to travel with him. I didn't want to accept the fact that he won't be here for Christmas. I didn't want to accept the fact that he's not going to be here for Thanksgiving. I didn't want to accept the fact that he won't be here to spend my birthday with me. I just didn't want to accept the fact, period, that he's gonna be gone. So, back to what I was saying, because I know I jumped the gun and went off to the left. So when I got the call, I was told to come to the hospital. But being that I live an hour away from my father, he couldn't hold on any longer. He told my stepmom and my mom to tell me that he loves me. That he loves me and that he will be with me always. So when I got there to the hospital, I froze up because I still wasn't accepting the fact that he was gone. So I laid on his chest and I cried and I cried and I cried until I couldn't cry anymore. But as I was laying there, it sounded like I heard him tell me, "Baby girl, you got this. You're strong. And I know you're going to handle this." This is what I'm thinking I'm hearing him tell me. So when I started talking back to him, my stepmom, my daughters, my son, they looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm telling them, he just talked to me. And they looking at me like I'm delusional, but I'm not delusional because I know I'm hearing my father tell me this. So when I stand up and I say, I will be strong. I will accept the fact that you're no longer here with me. I will accept that I only have your spirit, and I will accept that you will be with me always. And when I'm done, they still looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?" And I had to tell them there's nothing wrong with me. What they don't understand is that when you very spiritual, you have the power to reach within, to bring that spiritual side out of you. And I think by laying on my father's chest, that's what I did. I brought out the spiritual in me, and I brought out the spiritual in him while he's laying there, because his soul wasn't gone yet. His soul wasn't gone yet. So his soul and my soul met up together, and that built that spiritual part of me and brought it out to where I can hear what my father was saying. And I know some of y'all looking at this like, she's really delusional, she's crazy, her dad didn't talk to her. But you can say what you want, but I know what I heard, and I know what my spirits was telling me. It's something when you're spiritual and you can reach down and bring that spiritual part up out of you so you could communicate with someone that is deceased. That's amazing. Very amazing. Very amazing. And I'm glad that I have that spiritual part with me. And I'm glad that I have been taking a spiritual journey before my father passed. I'm on a spiritual journey. And I know what I heard my father say. I'm not crazy. I'm not delusional. I'm none of that. But at the same time, he's here with me right now. He's here with me right now. I can feel him around me right now. I can feel my father around me right now. But, you know, I lost my brother like 4 years ago. And I'm still dealing with that. So on top of that, I'm dealing with my dad's death as well. But I know that I'm going to make it through this. I know healing takes time. And I know you never get over anybody's death. A lot of people say you can, not until you experience losing someone. You can't tell somebody that they'll get over it, because you never get over it. You never get over it. Never get over losing someone. And I don't want nobody telling me that I'm going to get over it. I'm not trying to get over it, because I know how to deal with it. My brother made me strong when I lost him. And it taught me how to deal with it. But the only thing I haven't grasped yet is accepting the fact that they're gone. That's the only thing I haven't got right yet. But as me working on my spiritual journey, I know that I will get over it. I will get over it. Because I know my father wouldn't want me down here sobbing over him or just not doing what I normally do. He wouldn't want that. That's not the type of person that my dad was. My father was a man that believed in changes and helping people and loving people, and he was a family man. My dad loved to travel. My dad just loved doing a lot of things. And that's what I'm going to miss about my father the most, is that we're not going to be able to travel no more. And the last time that he was in the hospital, he was like, when I get well, we're going to take a trip. And we supposed to have went to New Orleans when he got better. So he said he was taking me, my stepmom, my brother, and my niece. We all was going to go to Biloxi. Not Biloxi, I mean New Orleans. I'm so used to saying Biloxi because that's one of my dad's favorite spots. He used to love to go to Biloxi. And I'm going to miss that so much. All the traveling and everything. But I can say that I have fond memories of my father, loving memories of my father. And those are the things that I'm going to keep here. Those are the things that I'm going to keep here. You guys just don't know how happy I am to know that my dad is not suffering anymore. My dad was really suffering. He really was going through some things. I thought I didn't think. It seemed to me like my dad was getting dementia. Because he couldn't really remember certain things. He'll forget where he were. He would even forget my name. But he made it through. But when he did remember, he was happy. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say, but I really know that my dad is truly going to be missed. My dad was loved by a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. He was loved by a lot of people. But we will be laying him to rest on Sunday. We'll be laying him to rest on Sunday, and we will say our last goodbyes. So on that note, I'm going to get ready to go because I have a lot of things I still have to do to prepare for his funeral. But thanks for the ones that are subscribed to my channel, and thanks for the ones that have been sending their condolences, because I did make a video, but it wasn't on his death. It was me talking about how I would miss my father. But thanks to all my subscribers and my new subscribers. And like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.